So you're thinking of moving to New Orleans, Louisiana? Well, you've come to the right place. Today we're going to explore the heart of the city, the French Quarter, and we're going to discuss the pros and cons of living in the French Quarter. One of the main pros, I think, well, there's a lot of pros, so I'm excited to talk about this today, but one of the big thing is it's the beginning of November right now, and it's a nice 70 degrees. It's beautiful. It's a wonderful time of year. The humidity is not too bad at all. Look at this just gorgeous weather we're dealing with today. You don't have to wear this big old coat in November. You don't have to wear snow boots. You don't have to worry about it snowing. Look at this street behind us, also a beautiful view as well. Hopefully you can see that. So I think some of the main things that we could talk about that are really exciting about living in the French Quarter is just the Southern hospitality. Everybody is so nice and so friendly, and it's just a really nice, comforting place to be. Everybody says hello, how you doing, how's it going? It's not like being in New York where nobody really acknowledges you or talks to you, so that's a wonderful thing. One of the other great things about it is I love the architecture. There's so much beautiful and amazing architecture inspired in the 1700s from the French and the Spanish, and a lot of people tend to just redo the homes. When they get old, they just renovate them, but keep that architecture in mind, or preserve it, shall I say, which is a really cool thing. One of the negatives would be that there's not a lot of places as far as land to buy to build yourself a new construction. But hey, who wants to have a cookie cutter subdivision, right? If you're thinking of a unique place like the French Quarter, you're not going to get that cookie cutter where everybody has the same house within the subdivision. Everything is so different and so unique, and they've got so many cool colors. I mean, even from the color of the house, it's like the scheme is not just a plain palette, it's bright and cool colors. Like, I'm looking around, I've got yellows and reds and mauves and blues, and it's just nice. It's pleasing to the eye. Another great exciting thing is we can't forget to mention the New Orleans Saints. If you're a big Saints fan, living in the French Quarter will help you to have an amazing day tailgating typically in Jackson Square, and then walking down to the Superdome to check out the game in person. So awesome and exciting. One of the many, many wonderful things to be able to do here in the French Quarter. Oh, we've got some nice music playing for us. We'll take it. Oh, I love this little fountain over here too. I think that's cool. I want to show this to you all. Just take me a second to get there. But I like this fountain. It's beautiful. Behind us, or what I'm going to spin around and let you see, is just a pretty fountain in this nice little square, and behind that is the river, and before that would be one of the parking areas where you can have and pay for public parking. Right over here you've got lots and lots of shops. We're not too far from the French market, and that's another positive thing about living here, is that if you have money to spend, they have shops to spend it in. There are so many things. I mean, from local artists, there are lots of, I can't even think of what it's called, an art shop. That's not the right word for it. Galleries, shall I say, to be able to spend your money. And there's a lot of things to choose from when it comes to tourism and items to purchase, relaying New Orleans and that you've been to New Orleans. There's also things like Urban Outfitters, Saks Fifth Avenue, things like that. Look, there's this guy in the back playing some music for us. And that's another wonderful thing about living in the French Quarter, is you've got this on several, I'd say more than that, just many, many corners. You've got live music from just local amazing artists, and I bet they've got some stories to tell. They've probably been here for a long time. Very cool. Very cool, very unique. Another wonderful thing about living in the French Quarter, oh, you can have such a nice time hanging out with your friends. My girlfriends and I love to come down here for Christmas and have a nice lunch at the Jack Rose, and then we like to move over to Patrick's and hang out all night. And that's, you know what, that's what life's about, is having friends, being with your friends, living life, and enjoying those special moments. And you can do that down here in the French Quarter. We're coming up upon one of the tourist shops here, where you can get some New Orleans type things and style things. One of the many ways that you can spend your money here, for sure. Well, let's talk about one of the negatives, I would say. There's a lot of problems with potholes and not the best streets and infrastructure. But besides that, even more on that, I mean, that can cause traffic because people got to go slow through the potholes. That would be definitely a negative, for sure. One of the other positives would be if you live down here and you work in the CBD, the Central Business District, very, very cool, because you can take the streetcar, you can ride your bike, or you can take your car to work. And you're only about 5 minutes away from the CBD if you're living life in the French Quarter. Hi. See, everybody's so friendly. Ooh, Aunt Sally's pralines. Oh, that's another great thing. Ooh, it's a loud bike going by. Aunt Sally's pralines we just passed by, which is really, really cool. Pralines is one of the cool things about living in the French Quarter and all things New Orleans. It is an awesome, awesome candy, and reminds me of how my mama Anne used to make them and give them to us. Such a wonderful memory. Now we're walking past Café du Monde, where you have got to get beignets if you're in the area. It's kind of loud to talk over here. We've got another street musician. Let me show you him. So awesome. And we got Café du Monde behind me here. So everybody enjoying their beignets and coffee. Beignets is another positive thing about living in the French Quarter. It's such a unique dish. You don't get that, or treat, shall I say, you don't get that everywhere you go. It is something that's very, very New Orleans. Now as we're walking through, we're here at Jackson Square, and I've got the cathedral in the background. I'm going to show you that. Some of the many beautiful views and positive things about living in the French Quarter. Ooh, we've got a cool art gallery here. Let me spin around and show you that. Very cool, just right here on the street. Very nice. I'm just loving this weather today. It's such a blessing. Now, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell to be notified so that you don't miss out on anything and everything living in New Orleans, Louisiana. My name is Stephanie, and I've helped clients for 18 years. I've been helping and loving every minute of it, and I would love to help you as well. So give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, and I can help you with your smooth move to New Orleans. And here we've got right behind, look at this. That is so absolutely beautiful. So beautiful. So gorgeous. You can see some of the horse and carriage this way. Let's see, let's go see them. Let's get a little closer to that. That'd be another positive of living in the French Quarter is, again, not a shortage of things to do. You can go on a ghost tour. You can go on a museum tour. You can just go for a ride with the horse and carriage and check out the city. And they'll tell you lots of cool information and historical information about the city. Oh, here we go. We're jamming out now. It's a cool little bike he's riding, whatever it's called. You can see the horse and the carriage behind him. Oh my gosh. A hot dog stand. This reminds me of New York. If you're walking around and you're starving, you can absolutely get yourself a lucky dog. Check out that stand. Yes, it's always a good moment for a lucky dog. I'm going to show you this particular building. I'm not sure the name of the building, but it is quite pretty, and I love the balcony, and I love the ironwork on it. So let me show you that. And you can actually see the skyscrapers in the background of the CBD that we've talked about, the Central Business District. One of the positive things, you're only about 5 minutes away from that. That's pretty cool positive of living here in the French Quarter. One of the other negatives of living in the French Quarter is it's not real inexpensive to live here. While there are single homes to choose from, as well as condos, there's not that many apartments. There's also some townhomes as well. Look at this beautiful tree, a little distraction there. The average single family home list price is around $1.4 million. So you'll definitely need a job at either out of town where you can travel from the airport about 25 minutes away, or maybe you'd have a job in Metairie, which is not that far of a drive as well. Or if you're lucky, you can work in the CBD and be about 5 minutes away from your work. One of the other negatives is the area can be really touristy. So sometimes you've got tourists walking slow that might be in your way if you're in a hurry. That could be viewed as negative, or people driving around, touring the area and not really sure where to go can also cause traffic congestion as well. So that could also be viewed as another con or a negative of living in the French Quarter. Another negative of living in the French Quarter is if you're looking for acreage, this is not the place to get that. You're not going to find acreage. There's not much acreage available at all. If there is, it's not cleared, and there's a lot of clearing and filling to do, which can cost a lot of money. But it's mostly just not available. You're looking for more, or what you're going to get really is more of homes with a lot size that's just about the actual size of the home itself. If you're lucky, you might have a courtyard. If you're real lucky, you might have a guest house. But on the flip side, that could be positive, because if you're not looking forward to yard work, the French Quarter could be your place to be and be viewed as another positive of living here. We're now here. We're going to walk across the street, go check out the cathedral with the gardens around it, which is absolutely beautiful. Another thing you could do here as a positive is, I don't know, you could come do yoga here, you could walk around, you can enjoy the beautiful sights. I love the flowers, I love the trees. I absolutely love trees. There's one of those beautiful horses there with the carriage. God, I hope and pray that they take good care of these babies. I hope they're well taken care of, these sweet little babies. Okay, gosh, that made me tired running all the way to here, but I didn't want you to have to wait. But look at this in the background. It's just stunning and beautiful. Stunning and beautiful. Look at just the greenery, the shrubbery. It's just so nice. There's so many benches to choose from to sit on, to enjoy your morning coffee. So pretty, just such a nice, really beautiful area. And I can just hear the jazz playing in the background. You can hear the different people playing on the street, sharing their musical talents with you. Just so many nice things about living here. I'm looking ahead over here, you can't see, and there's just a whole row of just even more shops. Like I said, tons and tons of shopping to choose from. It's probably so beautiful at night as well. I'll have to do a video showing you guys this at night, because I can see all of the light fixtures and everything. It probably lights up just beautifully. And I love the iron gates. I love them. I just think they're so pretty and so nice. Again, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, hit the bell to be notified so I can keep educating you on anything and everything New Orleans, Louisiana, living in New Orleans, Louisiana. I just wanted to finish up today by sharing with you some of the really cool tours that you can experience here in the French Quarter as a positive. You've got food tours, cocktail history tours, you've got ghost tours, voodoo tours, horse and carriage tours, historical sites tours, museum tours, bike tours, and so many more than that. So thank you for tuning in today. Don't forget, shoot me a text, give me a call, or send me an email so I can help you with your smooth move to New Orleans, Louisiana.